Yo, what is going on, gamers? It is your boy Chris here, aka Chris That Gamer. Today, guys, I'm bringing you the ultimate guide to Black Ops 3 1v1s. Here today, I'm going to be doing another episode of the ultimate guide to 1v1s. I did this back in the day when the Vesper was still the meta, and I'm pretty sure G sliding was still the meta as well. And this game has definitely evolved as a different game, and 1v1s have changed so much. For example, the movement in the game is just so different. So what you guys are watching is a wager gameplay. I'm down 0-1 in map count, and obviously I'm down 1-3 in rounds, and I have to try to come back. So let's go ahead and try to talk about how to come back. You really don't need to think about it like, hey, I'm down 1-3. If he wins this round, then I'm going to be down 1-4. You literally just need to take it round by round. If you're on defense, play defense how you normally would play defense. Same thing on offense. You just play the game normally, but understanding what your opponent has been doing in order to allow him to win these certain rounds. If you're down 1-3, you're down 1-3 because you've been doing stupid mistakes, etc., and you need to fix those mistakes. In Black Ops 3, it's a really different 1v1 game because back in Ghost, you could do certain things that would legit cut off the map. If you guys remember Freight 1v1, you could legit go mid-map and you could see the whole cross and you could hear the underground gate as well. So you would know if he's behind you. And this game is sort of different because there's wall running, there's movement, there's so many things that your opponent can do in this game that you have to think about a lot of things in this game. So movement is very, very huge. Without the G sliding in the game, your movement is literally the best tool that you can use to help you win gunfights, to help you get around the map. And that is why you mostly see me wall running. You see me using my movement to my advantage. You see me ledge sliding because that is the new movement. G sliding's out of the game, and basically the new G sliding is the ledge slide, where you use a ledge to your advantage to help you get around the map. Now right here, I see my opponent. I see him top church all the way in my spawn. There's no point for me to challenge him because I know the past couple of rounds he's been using an assault rifle, and I'm just gonna go check a bomb because he has to plant a certain bomb. As you guys can tell, he plants B bomb. I'm gonna go check B. The way how the bomb is planted, it's planted for top rock, and as you guys can tell, the first thing I do is pre-aim top rock because that's normally where everybody goes. After I pre-aim top rock, didn't see much. I looked to my left just to see if he's camping in corners and also trying to see if he's trying to take a lap. Didn't see anything. Look back top rock, and there he is. He's top rock. The bomb placement in this game helps you so much, and that's something that you really need to think about because that's how you can basically predict your opponent. Now you guys can tell I've tied up the game 3-3. Literally, I need this round. Like I said before, he's using an assault rifle. Most of you guys are probably going to wonder, why do I not use my 8 CXD? I really thought he was going to challenge me in this whole gunfight scenario, and when I went back to bomb, I was just like, I'm going to plant the bomb. You guys are going to see that I challenge him, and I legit almost get fudged over because of the fact that there was an invisible wall that I jumped on, and it made me like move to the side, but I was still able to win the gunfight. You got to honestly just know the map. You got to know what you can use on the map to your advantage. Now we're talking about specialist. Specialist is a huge part of Black Ops 3. Some people think that it kills SnD. Other than that, it is still a huge part of search and destroy because it changes a round. As you guys can tell, I have Heatwave. Heatwave is something in Black Ops 3 that it takes a really long time to get. There's so many specialists that are good in the game, but the problem with them is it takes such a long time to get. For example, overdrive, you get really fast. You could possibly get that 2 times in the game, as well as glitch. I personally wouldn't recommend someone to use overdrive in a 1v1 just because of the fact that most players, while playing a 1v1, they like to camp corners. They like to sit spawn and look at a line of sight just because of the fact that 1v1s is all timing. You see the person first, you're usually gonna win the gunfight. You're using overdrive to try to get to a spot faster on the map. I just don't think there's a place for that in 1v1s because your opponent could be camping spawn the whole time and you're rushing a spot using overdrive, which doesn't really help you. Which is why if you're going to try to use a specialist that you get faster, the best one for you to use is glitch. And if you don't like using glitch, then you could use one of the ones that takes some time to get, like Heatwave, Camo. You just got to know like, hey, I need to use overclock just because of the fact that this helps me get my specialists a lot faster. Playing 1v1s, it really comes down to the fact that you got to understand what your opponent has been doing the whole entire game. For example, if you keep dying from in the back or you're leaving a lane open, you need to go check that lane. Obviously, what you guys are watching, there's a lot of chokes in this. I challenged this guy using an AR in stupid situations so many times, but I leave that round alone. What happened, happened. The round is over and it's time to clutch up and figure out what I'm going to do for the next round, which is why you guys always see me trying new things and trying to figure out where my opponent is at. In the middle of this match, I knew like, hey, my opponent's hardly planting the bomb. And when he did plant the bomb, he planted the bomb because he had no choice. There was like 40 seconds left and he had no choice but to plant the bomb. As you guys can tell, it's 5-5, round 11. I have heat wave. I know my opponent has heat wave. My whole plan was to go in the back of the map and use the AC and try to roam myself, but then he planted a bomb. So now I know that he has heat wave. I have heat wave. I need to keep this gunfight close. I check the crosses. I wait to see if he's taking a lap. I legit check all the possibilities, and I'm able to find him pushing out of barn. I heat wave him. He heat waves me. I don't even need to use my HCXD. I feel as if players in a scenario like this, they would have called in their HCXD and they possibly would have tried to kill him. You gotta understand, he's using heat wave. Heat wave will explode the ACXD, which is just a waste of a streak, and you've wasted the time that you had to look for him because he's not going to run away, and now you still have a little bit of time to defuse the bomb. Hopefully I helped you guys in today's video. If I did, make sure to show some support down below. As always, this is your boy Chris here, aka Chris Gamer. I'll see you all next time. Peace out.